and gentlemen, dear guests, it's an honor to welcome you to panel 2 and small short introduction at the beginning. I have spent more than 30 years in media sector and I have seen firsthand how societies, institutions and narratives change in the last years. Just as journalism has been transformed to technology, globalization, shifting values, so we must recognize that the future of governance and civic engagement depends on transformation. The world around is changing and we must be ready to respond by solving today's challenges, by building tomorrow's solutions. This panel focuses on vital roles of women's leadership in shaping the future of the United Nations, the dangers posed by backlash against women's rights, the urgent need to address intergenerational trauma and restoration of youth trust and inclusive governance and multilateral institutions. This is not abstract debates. They are questions that define the future of global governments and our capacity to achieve the sustainable development goals. I came from Lithuania, a country that just 20 years ago could hardly imagine the reality we live today. We had our first woman president, Dalia Grybauskaitė, whose leadership marked a turning point for the country. Today, women hold the highest offices. Prime Minister is a woman, in fact, the second woman to hold the office in Lithuania, and women also serve the Minister of Defense, Education, Justice, maybe Culture. Women chair parliamentary committees, lead banks, run unicorn companies. Just a year ago, two of three top positions of state, Prime Minister and Speaker of Parliament, were both held by women. Women also led the ministries of finance, economy, and innovation. This is not exception anymore in our country. This has become a new normal and it has transformed to cultural governance and strengthened of democracy and built greater trust within society. But leadership is not only about women's representation. We must also recognize the crucial role of YAS leadership. In Lithuania, we see this in work of school parliaments where students practice democracy at an early age. And in Liotas, Lithuanian YAS Council, which brings together YAS organization from across the country and to influence national policies. And we was very proud yesterday when our Lithuanian YAS leader was participating in such event, Kubra Kaya. It shows how important to young people to start be at the right time and to participate in our lives today. They are not symbolic exercises, but real platforms where young leaders learn responsibility, representation, and dialogue. Across Europe and globally, YAS leadership program from United Nations, YAS delegates to European YAS Parliament, and many regional YAS ambassador initiatives are creating a generation of leaders who are courageous, innovative, unafraid to challenge outdated structures. Their voices are essential, and we are to renew multilateralism and ensure the future of inclusive governance. And just a little bit important samples. Across Europe and the world, women are also redefining leadership in times of crisis. Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission, has carried the weight of COVID-19, war in Ukraine, and the economic transformation of the European Union. Giorgia Meloni became the first woman Prime Minister of Italy, leading the Europe's largest economies. Kaja Kallas, let's remember former Latvian President Vaive Freiberger is very important, who returned to Latvia after emigration in Canada and brought to Latvia a new era of democracy after years in exile. So this example shows us that leadership, both women's and YAS, is not simply a matter of equality. It's about resilience, about building societies capable of wide-standing crisis, about ensuring the decision reflect trust, diversity, and long-term vision. And if I may add personally thought, I'm really representing in my country minority with ancient history. We must learn to look at people not through the categories of gender and age, but through the lens of their ideas and their ability to shape the future. And the challenges before us is to recognize and elevate the solution that will serve generations to come. And this is the beginning, because next things which will happen, it's a professionals, people with experience will share their ideas. And we will start right now our discussion. In the end, you will have possibility to ask questions. But I think most important, it's just to hear the voices that came from different countries to share with you opinions. Each of distinguished guests will share their insights, concerns, perspectives. Later, we will go on questions series. I will start our discussion. I don't know who will be first who want to answer, but I want to ask all of you the same question. If you had to name one practical step today to strengthen civic engagement of women and yes, what would it be? On a personal note, because not as moderator, but as a father of three perfect ladies in my house, 22, 20, and 9, so as a father, I deeply hope that the times ahead will be dedicated to our children, first of all. And the second thing, we need, their leadership, their creativity and courage will make our future brighter, and this is for sure. That's why youth should now start to participate in our life. So thank you very much to everybody who was participating with our speakers. And we will continue later with the panel 3. So thank you so much to all of you for the patience. Thank you.